Good evening. I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir.
Yeah, Barnes. Yeah, Christopher Barnes.
Mr. Barnes, I have citations here from May the 13th, charging you with uh, driving on a revoked license, reckless driving, and failing to produce driver's license or identification. We'll set this for arraignment on June the 30th at 8:30 in the morning, noting that you are being held on the felony matter. The judge will decide what to do
Yes, sir.
from there, but you will not be held on these matters, but you're not to drive without a valid license.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Barnes.
Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Judge Shayette, and you are
Rodolfo Jones, Your Honor.
Mr. Jones. I have a warrant here, charges that go back to September 26th of 2022 for shoplifting. This is a warrant out of South Tucson. We'll appoint Michael Vaughn to represent you on these charges, hold you on $100 bond. Court date will be tomorrow at 10 a.m. I'm letting them know that you've been in custody and they should have dealt with this earlier. All right. And you're not to go back to that store, wherever that happens to be. Thank you, Mr. Jones.
Your Honor, one question.
Yeah.
Hold on one second. Oh, And I'm sorry, Your Honor, what time was this hearing tomorrow?
10 o'clock.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sorry, Your Honor. He just had a question about the other reasons he's being held in jail.
Right. No, I've noted, first of all, that he's been in custody since February 25th at Pima County Jail. And as far as I'm concerned, South Tucson should have known that and dealt with it.
Yes, Your Honor.
And also that he's serving 45 days from May the 8th with release to treatment space if available. So
Thank you, Your Honor.
the judge tomorrow should have all of that information, should she choose to absorb it.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Next,
Good luck.
And the next defendant is pending appearance on another matter.
There's going to be another. Are you talking about Mr. Delbridge?
Yes.
He has another hearing in the morning. Is that what you mean?
I do not know. All I can tell you is that he was indicted on June 16th.
Okay, yeah, he's already being held on those charges.
Right.
Understood. Thank you.
You know, the jail still shows justice court hold and it should be switched over. So
Understood, Your Honor. Thank you for the clarification.
good evening. I'm Judge Shade and you, sir, are
Dwight Delbridge.
Mr. Delbridge, entering complaint charging you with aggravated assault alleged to have occurred on or about the 7th of May. 1 Point Legal Defender's Office to represent you on these charges, and did either counsel wish to be heard on conditions?
No, Your Honor.
Yeah, we would ask that the court impose a bond for time credit. He is already being held at $100,000 bond. Which he's been unable to pay since June 5th. He's already been effectively held no bond, given his inability to pay. So we just ask for a nominal bond for time credit.
Preliminary hearing is June 30th at 1:30. Bond is $50,000. Pretrial services if the bond is posted. No firearms or weapons. No contact with the alleged victims. And I suggest you discuss the matter with anyone except your attorney. Thank you, Mr. Delbridge.
Thank you, ma'am.
I'm sorry?
Everything. Yep.
Mr. Henson?
Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are?
Robert Henson.
Mr. Henson, I have a warrant here charging you with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon or dangerous instrument alleged to have occurred on or about June the 8th of this year. We'll appoint public defender's office to represent you on these charges, and either counsel wish to be heard further on conditions.
No, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I would ask that you consider releasing Mr. Hinson to pretrial services supervision. It does appear the incident date was June 8th and this warrant issued June 16th. So he is not before the court this evening because he missed a hearing. I think he was not given an opportunity to appear in person. He is on oxygen here at the jail, and so I do think that his medical condition is going to be really difficult to address if he remains as detained. And it does appear that during his last felony case, I guess all of his felony cases from 2015, 2019, and then 2019, he did successfully complete probation and was able to discharge from probation early. Given that, we would ask that you give him an opportunity on pretrial services release.
And anything further from the state?
Your Honor, it would appear that if he's being given oxygen in the jail, NAVCare is more than able to care for him right now. And the $25,000 is the warrant amount. And the state believes it is entirely appropriate given all the circumstance.
All right. Preliminary hearing date is going to be June the 30th at 1:30. Bond will be $10,000 secured. If the bond is posted, you'll be released to pretrial services, no alcohol, illegal drugs, no firearms or weapons. Behavioral health and substance abuse assessment treatment is available in custody or under the direction of pretrial services if you are released. And no contact with the alleged victims. Thank you, Mr. Henson.
You're good to go. You have a $10,000 bond, so you're going to stay here unless you can pay them.
What happened to folder 8? Oh, okay. All right, looks like I've got 8 misdemeanors before we're back to felonies. Hmm? Oh. Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you are
Paula Carvalho.
Ms. Carbajal. I have a warrant here out of Pima County Justice Court for shoplifting, alleged to occur on about the 6th of April of last year, and then failing to appear in court.
Okay.
We'll appoint Peter Gutierrez to represent you on this charge. Court date will be tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Your bond is $250. You're not returning this application. You also have a felony probation warrant. So even if you post the bond, you're not going to be leaving the jail until that's taken care of.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Carbajal.
Well, have a seat.
Yes.
Good evening. I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are
Jaden Davis.
Mr. Davis. Citations charging you with domestic violence, criminal damage, and domestic violence disorderly conduct. Your next court date's going to be July the 16th at 10 o'clock in the morning in the Marana City Court. Do you understand that you need to be present at that time?
Yes, ma'am.
Conditions of release. Standard conditions include violating no laws, appearing at all court dates, and remaining within the state of Arizona unless you receive permission of the court to leave the state. Additionally, no acts of domestic violence, no firearms or weapons, no contact with Brittany. You're not to go to her residence or workplace. You can go back to her residence once with law enforcement to get your personal belongings. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Davis.
Rodriguez. Rodriguez. Rodriguez, is that you? What's your name?
Yeah, thank
Rodriguez?
you.
Yeah, get up. It's your turn for court. You don't want to go to court?
Hey, if I can, yeah,
Are you Rodriguez?
no,
No?
I'm not gonna do it.
Rodriguez, what was it?
Rodriguez Melendez.
Rodriguez, Melendez.
Aido Antonio.
Rodriguez, Melendez.
Good evening. I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are.
Aldo Rodriguez Melendez.
I have quite a number of things here for you, Mr. Rodriguez Melendez. I have warrants out of South Tucson City Court, shoplifting on February 25th of this year, criminal trespass, violation of a court order, and possession of paraphernalia from April 25th of this year, shoplifting, criminal trespass, and failing to obey an order on April 26th, possession of paraphernalia on January the 18th, and shoplifting on March the 15th. It looks like you were supposed to be in court somewhere around April the 8th and somewhere around May the 22nd. Resulted in warrants. I'm going to appoint Michael Vaughn to represent you on these charges. Set a court date 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Your bond is $200 cash. No alcohol or illegal drugs. You're not to go to any of the incident locations. And I'd suggest you not discuss the matter with anyone except your attorney. Thank you, Mr. Rodriguez Melendez. Oops,
All right.
well, not finished with yet. I also have files out of Tucson City Court. Charged for shoplifting on May 29th of this year, failing to appear on June the 11th.
Fix it up for good. Fix it up for good.
Also charged for criminal trespass on April the 25th and failing to appear on May the 8th. These are both alleged to have occurred at 3301 South 6th.
Right.
The Point City Public Defender's Office to represent you on these charges. Set a non-transport review hearing for August the 25th, or the 8th, excuse me, at 9 o'clock in the morning. If you're out of custody, you need to appear.
Hey.
If you're still in custody, the Public Defender's Office will
All right.
address the matter. If you don't,
Thank
the access of Israel on South 6th and no alcohol or illegal drugs.
All right.
Right, thank you.
Thank you.
Infested.
Is there Gopis?
45. Okay.
Are you gonna be on a 45 next please?
Your Honor.
Yep.
Promise Estrella is unavailable this month.
Who is?
Promise Estrella.
Okay.
Okay, well,
Good evening, Tate. You, sir.
Harry Mackey.
Mr. Mac. I have a stack of files here for you. I have current charges for remaining on a meeting at Stone and River and possession of paraphernalia alleged to have occurred earlier today. I have charges for criminal trespass, shoplifting, possession of paraphernalia, June 1st of 2023, failing to appear on June 14th of 2023. Looks like that was on Balboa. Charges for criminal trespass and shoplifting on June 13th of 2023, 2332 North Oracle, failing to appear on July 13th of 2023. Charges for criminal trespass, August 29th of 2023, failing to appear. Again at 2332 North Oracle. Trespass, September 27th of 2023, again at 2332 North Oracle. Failing to appear October 10th of 2023. Possession of paraphernalia and prescription-only drugs on November 3rd of 2023. Failing to appear on November 16th of 2023. Possession of paraphernalia and possession of a shopping cart on August 18th of 2024. Failure to appear on January 31st of 2024. Possession of paraphernalia on May 31st of 2024. Failing to appear on June 13th. Will appoint City Public Defender's Office to represent you on these charges. Bond will be $250. If you post the bond recording it's July the 28th at 9:30 in the morning, no alcohol or illegal drugs, you're not to go back to any of those incident locations. You
I don't
haven't-
have $250 though.
You're gonna
If you haven't posted the bond, you'll be seen on video next Friday about 1:45. Thank you, Mr. Mackey.
Oh, your shit. Go there. Oh, Brown? Look down. Yes. Yes. Peterson!
What happened to D'Amato?
D'Amato. I'm sorry, they're not the. Oh, you know what happened to D'Amato?
Sure.
Post release, Your Honor.
Post release?
Yes. Oh, yes, Your Honor. He's number one under the post release on the list that we have.
Okay, he's not on our post release list. They could send over paperwork. That would be helpful. It's a lot of files to be post released on. And he still shows on the jail roster. Oh, no, now he's off the roster. Okay. Good evening. I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are
Brandon Peterson.
Mr. Peterson. I have a number of things here for you. I have charges from January 13th of last year for reckless burning.
I thought I took care of that already.
No, you haven't come to court in a while.
Okay.
You didn't come to court after you were released in March.
Yes, I did. I showed up for court.
No, not on your court date. You came in a couple of other times to get your warrant quashed and then didn't show up on your court date.
Okay. Yes, I think I need to stay in the jail and detox.
Perhaps that's a good idea. Because I've also got charges for possession of paraphernalia and sitting on a sidewalk from January of last year, and possession of paraphernalia from July of last year. So we'll go with the $250 bond again. Your court date will be a week from today at about 1:45. If you post the bond, you need to appear, but no alcohol or illegal drugs. If you haven't posted the bond, you'll be seen on video, and someone from the public defender's office will come out and talk to you in the meantime. All right, thank you.
So. Yep.
Both of these guys.
See.
Friday.
See. Who? See. Check. Yeah. Yeah.
Good evening, I'm Judge Jada. You are
Yeah, Shade.
Mhm.
Mr. Said.
Yeah.
Citation charging with possession of paraphernalia.
Huh?
You also have charges from January the 2nd for criminal trespass, 3175 North First.
Yes, ma'am.
Failing to appear on January the 15th. Also charges for possession of paraphernalia and prescription-only drug on March the 23rd. Failing to appear on April the 3rd. We'll appoint public defender's office to represent you on these charges because you do have a felony probation hold. Next court date is August the 8th at 9 o'clock in the morning. If you're out of custody, you need to appear. If you're still in custody, the public defender's office the city public defender's office will represent you on the matter. Thank you, Mr. Said. Good evening, I'm Judge Sayed, and you are?
Leticia V.
Yes, welcome. I had an interim complaint here charging you with possession of dangerous drug, possession of narcotic drug, possession of paraphernalia. The state is moving to dismiss these charges without prejudice, which means they may refile them at a later date. You do have a warrant, though, and you're being held on that matter. But this matter is being dismissed. Thank you, Ms. Bohorquez.
You can go back to the.
Tranquila.
Good evening. I'm Judge Shade.
Good evening.
Your name, sir?
Tony Brambilla.
Mr. Bourbon had interim complaint here charging you with possession of dangerous drugs and possession of paraphernalia. State is dismissing those charges. That is a dismissal without prejudice, which means they may refile them at a later date. I also have a warrant at Pima County Justice Court. Charges from June 30th of last year for shoplifting, possession of paraphernalia, and criminal trespass, and then failing to appear on August the 19th of last year. Your next court date on this matter is going to be June the 30th at 8:30 in the morning in the Pima County Justice Court. No alcohol or illegal drugs. You don't go back to the incident location, and you start the process of substance abuse assessment and recommended treatment. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
I also have charges out of Tucson City Court. Charges from October 6th of last year of criminal trespass and shoplifting. 4875 South Park. Your next court date on this matter will be July the 17th at 1:30 in the afternoon in the Tucson City Court. 2 different court dates, 2 different courts. You need to be present at both of them. Do you understand?
Yes, I do, miss.
Again, no alcohol or illegal drugs. You don't go back to 4875 South Park, and substance abuse assessment and treatment.
Yeah.
Right? Thank you, Mr. Brumbias.
You go back to the place.
Oh,
You'll be out in a few hours.
Good evening. I'm Judge Shea, and you, sir, are
Emilio Juan.
Mr. Juan, in a complaint charging you with possession of dangerous drugs, possession of narcotic drugs, possession of paraphernalia. We'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you. It appears that you are eligible for review for participation in a program, a pre-indictment diversion program known as STEPS. It will require you to participate in a treatment program for a period of time
Yes.
and result in a dismissal of the charges. Are you interested in pursuing that option?
Yes.
And your will we have time for the preliminary hearing.
All right. That's what I was just going to ask you. All right. Preliminary hearing date's July the 10th. At 1:30. However, your next court hearing is at 9 o'clock in the morning in Pima County Superior Court. It's very important that you appear at that hearing. Do you understand that?
Yes, miss. I'm from
Hold on a
the.
second. I'm sorry, Your Honor. He was just had some questions about the hearing next week at Superior Court downtown in Tucson.
Okay. You need to be there. You're going to
Yes,
be
ma'am.
released to the third-party custody of pretrial services on this matter. You need to keep in touch with them and comply with their directives. Do you understand that?
Yes.
I also have misdemeanor charges here for you from February the 4th of this year for criminal damage and disorderly conduct. Your next court date on this matter is July the 23rd at 2 o'clock in the afternoon in the Tucson City Court. Your attorney does not represent you on this matter. So if your attorney tells you you don't have to go to court, you still need to be in city court on July the 23rd. Do you understand that?
Understood?
All right, you need to comply with steps. Thank you.
Can you get out? But you can go back to the pit right now, please.
Thanks. Okay.
Oh, did I put the wrong date in? Correct the date for me. Yeah, I was looking at the wrong spot. Uh-huh. And we've corrected the PH date on the last one. Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are
Leonard Marcus.
Mr. Marcus, in a complaint charging you with criminal damage.
I didn't understand the question.
It wasn't a question. You got charged with criminal.
Okay, okay.
We'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you on these charges, and did either counsel wish to be heard further on conditions?
No, Your Honor.
Your Honor, we would have asked that you release Mr. Marcus to pretrial services supervision. They didn't score him as a 1. He was able to earn a misdemeanor designation following his last felony case. So I do believe he'd be probation available on these charges. Given that, we would ask that you give him an opportunity on pretrial services release.
Anything further from the state?
No, Your Honor.
I'm going to set a preliminary date for July the 8th at 1:30. You will be released to the supervision of pretrial services, and there are some very strict requirements. No alcohol or illegal drugs, no firearms or weapons. You don't return within 2 blocks of Presidio Palms Apartments. You can go back with law enforcement to obtain your personal belongings. You have no contact with employees of Presidio Palms Apartments. Engage in behavioral health and substance abuse assessment and treatment under the direction of pretrial services. Do you understand that?
I do, Your Honor.
Standard conditions will also include you do not leave the state of Arizona. All right. Thank you, Mr. Marcus. I'd suggest you not discuss this matter with anyone except your attorney.
This is your attorney's phone number and call pretrial on the Monday.
So where do I go from here then?
You're gonna go to the pit and it's gonna, in a few hours, you'll get processed out.
What's the pit? Oh, sit out here?
Go back.
Okay, and then they're gonna let me out tonight?
Correct.
Thank you very much.
Good evening. I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are
Christopher Gary Randall.
Mr. Randall. Interim complaint charging possession of dangerous drugs, possession of paraphernalia, possession of a manipulation key, and felony flight. We'll appoint legal defender's office to represent you on these charges, and that either counsel wish to be heard on condition.
No, Your Honor.
Your Honor, we would ask for a nominal bond for time credit given the holds. I think he's gonna remain in custody regardless.
Preliminary date's June 30th at 1:30. Bond is $5,000. No alcohol or illegal drugs. No contact with the alleged victims. Thank you, Mr. Randall. Oops. Apparently, we've also got we need Mr. Randall back for just a moment. Can I have that Oracle warrant? I'm sorry. Okay. Apparently I have a warrant out of Oracle Justice Court. So what are we setting this for, Alma? Yeah, you put a date for July 2nd, but is that here or that's in Oracle? All right. I'll release you on this. You've got a court date in Oracle on July the 2nd at 10 a.m. Obviously, you're not going to be able to be there, but I'd suggest you contact Oracle Justice Court and find out what you can do. Or see if your attorney can help you with that. All right. Thank you. Good evening. I'm Judge Shade, and you are
Jennifer Santos.
Ms. Santos. Interim complaint charging you with 2 counts of domestic violence aggravated assault alleged occurred earlier today. We'll appoint public defender's office to represent you on these charges, and either counsel wish to be heard on conditions.
No, Your Honor.
Noting that she is on probation for a domestic violence charge and pending a domestic violence charge.
Understood, Your Honor. We would ask that you release Ms. Santos to pretrial services supervision. I understand the pending charges that she does have. However, this is her first felony arrest of any kind, and pretrial services was able to speak with Mr. Klugheit, who indicated he did not sustain any injuries, that he will remain at the residence, that she is welcome to return. He would like further contact, and he does not object to her release from custody. Given that, we would ask that you give him an opportunity on pretrial services release.
Bond will be $7,500. Preliminary hearing date will be June the 30th. No alcohol or illegal drugs, no acts of domestic violence, no firearms or weapons. There's to be no alcohol in your residence, and you are not to go anywhere that alcohol is served or consumed. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Right. Thank you, Ms. Santos. Good evening. I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are
John Peter Torres, Smith.
Mr. Torres. In a complaint charging with third-degree burglary and felony shoplifting. We'll appoint public defender's office to represent you on these charges, and either counsel wish to be heard further on conditions.
No, Your Honor.
I would ask that you give Mr. Torres an opportunity on pretrial services release, given the nature of these offenses. They are nonviolent property offenses.
Preliminary hearing date is June the 30th. Bond will be $3,500. If you post the bond, you'll be in the distribution of pretrial services. You're
No,
you're not to return to any Walmart stores. Do you understand that?
no, I don't.
You don't understand that you can't return to Walmart?
I make it anyways. It's $500.
Do you understand? Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Torres.
I think that was our last hearing, Your Honor.
I think so too.
Okay, thank you. Have a good evening.